Hey everybody, welcome to the HITI pregame show with James, and a pleasant Saturday evening to you wherever you may be. It's the Angels and the Twins, the second game of the three-game series at the Big A. Last night was crazy. Last night you had just a lot of things going on. Bottom of the third, Taylor Ward had a sacrifice fly to make it 1-0, and Drury doubled in. Renfroe 2-0, and Child Wallach struck out, but there was a throwing error by Jeffers to make it 3-0 Angels. The Twins did come back. Farmer had a single to drive in Correa to make it 3-1. And then there was a double by Kurlivloff. He brought in two, Buxton and Farmer, to make it 3-3. Then Will Castro hit a home run to make it 4-3 in the seventh there. And also in the seventh, Mickey Moniak brought back a home run, and it was a very important run, as you saw Moniak go up there and do well. Then he came up and he tripled in Neto to tie the game at 4, and then Renfroe had a single to score Ward to make it 5-4 in the bottom of the seventh. And then the bullpen held on. Carlos Estevez got the save. The win goes to Weiss. Jax gets loss for the Minnesota Twins. So that was a crazy game. And shout out to Reed Detmers. You know, he did so well. He struck out 12. He had a no-hitter going into the sixth inning, I should say. He went 5 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs given up, 3 walks. It was unfortunate because the bullpen blew it for him with the 3-0 lead, and he gave it up just like that. Herget didn't do well. Davidson, as he's not doing well right now either, but Moore in the eighth did well there, and then of course Steves gave the save there. And shout out to Weiss getting his first win this season. So definitely Moniak double, triple. He shined very well with 3 hits there. So he's amazing. And just for one night, you could tell why he was picked so high as a number 1 pick by Philadelphia a while back. So the Angels now 24-22. The Twins at 24-21. Some news to bring in before we get to the lineups and pitching matchups. Jared Walsh will make his season debut tonight. And for him being up, Brett Phillips has been designated for assignment. So that's the transaction there. Let's get to your starters for today. It's, of course, left-hander Patrick Sandoval. He's 3-2 with a 3.22 ERA, 44 2 third innings pitched, 19 earned runs, 36 hits given up, 31 strikeouts, 16 walks. He's given up 3 home runs. This will be his 9th start. His last start was last Sunday at Cleveland. He did get the loss. He went 7 2/3. More bad luck for him. Kind of like Detmers. 5 hits given up, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. You should be able to get a win after that. It was just unfortunate the offense didn't do their job. He's got 92 miles per hour fastball, 83 miles per hour changeup, 76 miles per hour curve, and then 86 miles per hour slider for Sandoval. So what I'm worried about, he leaves that ball down the middle sometimes. And with Gallo, with Buxton, with Correa, you don't want to do that. And then Farmer is going to hurt you too on the Twins. Speaking of Minnesota, their starter will be right-hander Louis Varland. He's 25 years old, born in St. Paul, Minnesota in 1997. He went to Concordia St. Paul for college. He was drafted in 2019 by the Twins in round 15, 449th overall. He made his major league debut September 7th of 2022. He is the 10th ranked prospect in the Minnesota organization. So he's a local boy, and the local team drafted him. So that's always a great story whenever you hear of that. He's got he's 1-0, I should say, with the 4.30 ERA, 23 innings pitched, 22 hits given up, 20 strikeouts, 11 earned runs, 6 walks, 6 home runs given up. This will be his 5th start of the season. His last start was against the Cubs on Sunday. He went 6 and 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. 95 miles per hour fastball, 84 miles per hour slider, 85 miles per hour changeup, and then the 90 miles per hour cutter. He uses his four-seam fastball the most. Then he throws in the cutter, changeup, and slider. Changeup and slider will be his pitches that he uses. Cutter most inside to right-handed batters. Changeup is kind of middle outside to left-handers. And then his slider will be down in the dirt inside to left-handed or right-handed batters. Fastball is right down the middle, it looks like, where the velocity mostly is, I should say. So look out for that four-seam fastball. Hopefully the Angels can tattoo that. That would be great to see. So let's get into our sponsors for 714 tickets. If you're looking for Angel tickets, again, the homestand continuing with Boston for 3 after the series with Minnesota. And then I got to get some tickets for the 26th for the reversible bucket hat they're giving away against Miami. That's all beach weekend. Right now it's country weekend. Tonight, of course, you're getting the post-game concert with Russell Dickerson and fireworks. So enjoy that tonight. And country weekend, you get one more day of that with Minnesota tomorrow. And then 3 games with, I said Boston, of course, all-night games. Miami, 2 games, and then the 1 game with Miami on the 28th, which I'll be with the HITI crew there. So 714 tickets. Look for that. You get 10% off if you put in the code HITI, HITI, at the checkout. And that's probably the best value for tickets you're going to see. The price you see, no hidden fees or surprises at checkout. It's really good. Also, you'll be in the drawing for the free jersey at the end of the month, and that's going on every month of the season. And then you'll get cash back on your purchases going forward. And you can use money toward other purchases on 714 tickets. So I'm very happy about that. You just have to create an account, and it's all there for you. All the information that you need, it's all there for 714 tickets. By the way, let me get to the video that came out for the July 1st tailgate. So check that out on our YouTube page for all the information there. What you want to do is call 714 tickets and mention Halos in the Infield, and you'll get the $55 outfield tickets. But there's so many perks to it that night, so many giveaways for that night on July 1st against Arizona. You get the tailgate, you get the bobblehead, you get the free T-shirt courtesy of us, the Thunder Sticks. Among the other things, there's free tacos, and then bring your own drinks. So, and the tacos, I remember Todd's friend making them. They're really good. Paulo, I think, was his name. So, unlimited tacos there. You're going to love them. So that's July 1st. Go to that video on here on Halos in the Infield on YouTube for much more information. And then also, HITI sponsoring with a local brewery, Noble Ale Works. That's in Anaheim there on 1621 Sinclair Street B, 92806 there in Anaheim. That's about 10 minutes away from the Big A. You could mention Halos in the Infield there, and then park for free, and then just walk over to the stadium. I mean, you're saving your money, not paying for parking. So it's a really good deal. I see a lot of people in that area, so it should be a great deal. Look out for the HITI nights there at the Noble Ale Works Brewing Company there. I think it's June 10th on a Saturday. The HITI crew will be there. There'll be, pregame show, postgame show, watch party, prizes, giveaways. There'll be food, and then beer specials, brew specials. And I can't wait to try that Cinnamon Toast Crunch IPA, that specialized brew they have. Among the other local brews, I think Dan Rios in the postgame show yesterday mentioned there's a coffee one. So if you need a little spark, I'll get that one. So I'm gonna be trying all those things there at Noble L for sure. And then also check out the new podcast that just came out wherever you find your podcasts. Todd and Fernando recapped the Baltimore series and previewed this Minnesota series. That was also a thing on YouTube as well. Follow us on all of our social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. So check out all that. Let's go to the lineups today. As I exit out of that, and I shouldn't. This game, by the way, it's on Valley Sports West, but if you're out of the area, it's also on MLB Network wherever available. So check out that nationally. If you're not in the Southern California area, Donovan Solano, first baseman, he will lead off for the Twins tonight. Carlos Correa will bat second at short. Batting third is Byron Buxton, the designated hitter. Batting fourth is Kyle Farmer, the third baseman. Batting fifth is Kyle Garlick, with a K at the end of his last name. He's the right fielder. Batting sixth is Will Castro, who homered yesterday. He will be the second baseman. Batting seventh will be Joey Gallo in left field. You saw him pinch hit yesterday in the ninth and struck out. Batting eighth will be Michael A. Taylor in center field. He was robbed by the other center fielder, Mickey Moniak, yesterday of a home run in a dramatic play there. And then batting ninth is Christian Vasquez. I think he's very underrated. He keeps getting moved around. He was with the Astros last year. He used to be a Red Sox as well. Has some championship pedigree for sure. He's the catcher, so he'll be rounding out the Twins lineup tonight. For the Angels, leading off, it will be Taylor Ward, the left fielder. Batting second is Mike Trout in center field. He had the day off yesterday after playing all 4 games in that Baltimore series. Batting third is Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. Hopefully he can get one and hit it out. He'll be starting tomorrow afternoon, by the way, as pitcher. Batting fourth is Hunter Renfroe, the right fielder, in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is Brandon Drury, the second baseman. Batting sixth and making his season debut is Jared Walsh at first base. So it's good to see him back, and I know he's been itching to come back, and hopefully he's here a while. Batting seventh is Gio Urshela. He's at third base tonight. Batting eighth is Matt Theis, the catcher. And then batting ninth is Zach Neto, the shortstop. So it's good to see Walsh back, and then Trout back in the lineup after the day off. So hoping for the Angels to get this win, and it would lock up the series win if they do win, of course. So let's check out some scores, some that already have happened. There's one postponed game, was Cleveland at the Mets. The game I saw earlier today, the Rays defeated the Brewers 8-4 in St. Petersburg. That was a really good contested ball game. The Yankees defeat the Reds in Cincinnati 7-4. The Astros defeat the A's 3-2. The Astros continue to be hot. Speaking of hot, the Marlins defeat the Giants 1-0. Remember, Miami coming in next weekend. The Phillies defeat the Cubs 12-3 in Philadelphia. The Rangers defeat Colorado and Texas 11-5. Arizona defeats Pittsburgh 4-3. They were blown out yesterday, were the Diamondbacks, but they made up for it today. Washington defeats Detroit 5-2. They're in D.C. The Orioles hold on in extra innings to beat the Blue Jays 6-5. And that was a real competitive game. Real touching moment, too, with some fan who beat cancer. Some kid was behind the home plate saying, "Hey, Bo, I beat cancer like you beat the ball with home runs." And Vlad Jr. saw all that and gave the kid one of his bats, Bichette's bats. So that was really cool to see. The White Sox defeat the Royals in Chicago 5-1. So those are the games that already happened. Right now on the local Fox affiliate, the Dodgers and the Cardinals are tied at 3. The reason they're tied at 3, JD Martinez, who just joined back with the Dodgers after injury, hit a 3-run home run. Now they're in the bottom of the 8th, again tied at 3. Seattle leads the Braves 7-2 in the 7th in Georgia. Of course, later on you have the Angel game at 7:00, and then also at 7:00, Boston at San Diego. Boston coming in again for a 3-game series, and they're playing pretty well. That whole AL East is well above 500. So you expect maybe 2 of the wild cards coming out of there, depending on how well the AL West does. And already the Angels are a step behind when you think about it. And San Diego, well, they're just struggling right now. They're really in danger of falling into last place, to be honest with you. And that's a real shocker for San Diego. So again, Louis Varland is going for the Twins tonight on the mound, the right-hander. The local kid from St. Paul, Minnesota, pitching for his local team. So I think that's really cool. And then Patrick Sandoval from Mission Viejo pitching for the Angels tonight, starting for the Angels, the left-handed pitcher. We'll get out of here. Make sure to tune in to the post-game show with Todd Fox, post-game show podcast. It'll be a well-spirited one. I know yesterday he got home late, so there wasn't much fanfare, but he explained everything so well. And, calls were always something. Hammer got in, I remember, at the last second before I passed out with his adventures. So everybody enjoy the game, and I'll be with you tomorrow for an early pregame show at around 11 or noon. And then I'll see if I handle the postgame show or Todd. Everyone take care and go Halos.